Where?
I went to your channel. Went to my channel to see your to set your reminders. And it came up at 6:30 a.m. on all of them.
That's what they are on Kringle's. On YouTube, I put them at 6:30? Are you sure? It's supposed to be 8. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and good afternoon, and good evening. This is John Harder, and I'm coming with episode number 158, addressing the BillionCoin community. And ways of making or building communities of health and prosperity. So, did you email it to Pete? So I want to again encourage us to really move forward with the, promoting the BillionCoin. Now, of course, it's actually not really promoting what I'm after, but rather I'm promoting, yes, but not necessarily promoting the BillionCoin, because promoting the BillionCoin would be like going out there and trying to convince the world how the BillionCoin is the best thing in the world. Well, and it doesn't work very well for humanity to tune into that kind of a concept, to try to, if we try to convince people how good something is, humanity, everybody who has been trying to make extra money, or has been trying to find ways to create extra income, you very likely were quickly becoming aware of how easy it is to feel scammed by somebody. And I'd like to make us aware of something here, and that is that that when you want something real, the counterfeit shows up first. And we can go even again back to the scriptures, if you will. If you're a believer in what the Bible says, it says that all who came before me were thieves and robbers, and they did not care for the sheep. They just came to kill and destroy. Well, this does hold true in very many respects. And I believe that what it's simply telling us is that you don't give up if you, you know, if you have been, let's say you're trying something and somehow somebody gains an advantage of you, instead of you know, instead of saying, well, okay, that's it, I'm never going to try anything again, what that should do for you instead is that you should instantly be convinced that you're on the right track. You're on the right track, because if you're on the wrong track, you probably won't find any opposition. You probably won't find hurdles. You probably won't come across anything that, you know, because you're not on the right track anyway. So you don't, there's nothing to worry about. And another quick, how should we say, another lesson basically that is included into this same package is the fact that not only shouldn't you give up, you know, because you are on the right track, but also now you know that you're on the right track, and now all you have to do is sharpen up. All you got to do is now become sharper at what you're doing, at how to, you know, how to go about it. Because here's what happens in most cases. When we try something, or we you know, we make a deal, we make a deal with somebody, and let's just use a vehicle, for instance. Okay, and so we're, you know, we're fairly new at this, you know, and so we're looking for this vehicle, and we you know, here we come to a vehicle that looks pretty good. We find it, whether it's an advertisement or we're driving along and see it, and it looks pretty good, you know, and you think, well, okay, yeah, for the money that, you know, that I'm, you know, for the amount of money that I'm looking to pay, yeah, this looks like it's a pretty good deal, and you don't question anything. You don't give any thought as to, how should I say, now what I meant to say is the prep work for it, and that's very important, and I kind of missed that on the first part of this scenario of this, because what you need to do, or what we ought to do when we look for something, is to first set our mind on what it is we want, and how we expect it to function, as opposed to throwing, you know, throwing a batch of noodles against the wall and see how many are going to stick. Instead of doing that, we make it clear in our mind what we want, and like, not only the kind of vehicle that we want, and it doesn't even have to be a particular kind, but it does. But what it should include is how you expect to enjoy it once you have it. You know, that you will enjoy the hassle-free. You will enjoy the deal that you had. You will enjoy that you've made a fair deal that is fair for both of you. You know, for you and the person that sold it. You're not just looking for a good deal for yourself, because count on it, so will the person that you're buying from. Do you understand what I'm saying? The energy that you generate while you're looking, you can count on that the person that you're going to be buying from is generating the same energy. he's also in it to make the best deal for himself, not caring about you. This is why it's important that we care about ourselves and care about the other person in the deal just as much as for ourselves, because that's what makes it a good deal. And if that's the energy you generate, that's the type of person you're going to come across. And so this prep work of the is important, because you will get a good deal and you will enjoy the vehicle as you had imagined. Now, I would like for us to take the two different scenarios here, though, just so that we can see what the difference is. So now we'll first say that you made a good deal. You did your prep work. You had those points covered. You made a good deal. You had in mind to be confident that you've made a good deal for both people, and also that you truly enjoy the vehicle because it is what you expected it to be. It is what it is. The whole thing is what you wanted it to be. Now that's the prep work, and if that's the prep work you did, then that's what you will have. On the other hand, if you are looking for a vehicle and you are just scouring around to see where you will find a very good looking vehicle for a very good price, and that you're gonna buy it, and hopefully that it is as good as what the person was telling you. Listen to the scenario here. There's no prep work, because all you do is you just go and you look. You start looking, and you are hoping to find something. You are not expecting to come across the right person, honest person, and to make a deal that is good for both of you. Instead, you are just hoping that you will somehow, hopefully the person isn't going to rip me off. Hopefully it'll all be right. Hopefully. And later, after after you've probably looked at a whole bunch of different vehicles, and finally there's the one that you figure, okay, all right, I want this one. Yeah, it's a very good price, and it looks very good, and the person isn't asking too much, and so on, and not only that, they're maybe even giving you a list that we've fixed this and this and this and this and this. These are all the new things on it, and yada yada. Okay. And you crank it up, and you start driving it, and the next thing you find one thing wrong and another thing wrong, and then after you actually truly check it out, you realize that you've really been, you've been really scammed. Now, here's where we need to take a look inside. What caused that scam? What caused it? How come I came across a person like that? Because I set myself up for that. That's why. That's why it happened, because I generated the same energy as that person did. And now, here we go. Do you think that person is very happy? He might be laughing. He might be laughing how he screwed you over, but do you think he's happy about the deal? No, not happy. Obviously not. Not if it's not an honest deal. All right? But you see, that's the difference. That's the difference. It all depends on the prep work we do, how we prepare our mind and what we expect. Because what we believe is how it will happen. And so what we expect will, that's what comes to pass. So this is why being worried about getting scammed is not the answer. That is not the answer, because that is how we generate the energy so that we end up being scammed. But instead we can, build in faith and be fully confident. All right, so I want to share the screen again with you here. Let's see. Yep, that seems to work. Okay. What I basically want to do here is I want to go to Kringles.cash here, actually. And so here we have, let's say a new person signs up and he's got to make a decision, or he can make a decision what he wants to be, whether a billionaire or a millionaire. Like, you can spend $100 buying TBC coin and have that make you a billionaire or a millionaire, depending on your decision, right? Now, either way, it's a hell of a deal. It really is. It's just a great deal. It doesn't matter whether, even if you decide, to become a millionaire with that $100, like that's still a super deal. But you can multiply it 10 times by taking the billionaire route, obviously. Okay, so this, if you are new, if you're watching this video, then I highly recommend that you come on board, and that one of the first things you do is when you log in to your Kringle.cash back office that you watch this video, because this is the full presentation, and it is a very, very powerful presentation that really gives you a very good overview of what TBC is all about. It's a very, very good video to watch to understand TBC. All right, so, and then of course here we have a kind of an overview of what's also on the sign up page, actually, these here lines. And so it all begins for every person who joins. It begins with receiving a gift, this here gift right here. And then of course, here are the options. Here's what follows, so those are lines of text. Actually, I may as well just quickly read them. Cookie reward system allows you to both receive and share this gift, right? Ever expanding list of merchants accept this digital money worldwide. Very simple lines of text, but this is what's happening. This is what's going on. People are very, it's one of their first things that they're worried about. Well, but I can't use it anywhere. Well, let's face it. We're still at the, how should we say, at the port. We're still getting, we're still filling our seats. Okay, we're still filling our seats. We're not on the runway yet, and already, even while we're just filling the seats, we are already, there's many deals, many merchants already coming on board and saying, you know what, hey, you know, I can accept TBC 1 day a week, or I can accept TBC, 50% or 20% or something, or and to some degree, I can already accept TBC, and we are on a mission to end global poverty, starting with this gift. Starting with the gift of $2,000 for every person. It's actually more than 2,000, but it is near that right now. Okay, and instead of paying transaction fees forever, there is a one-time lifetime. There is a $10 lifetime wallet fee. Okay, and get paid daily in our current. Get paid daily in any currency to assist us in our worldwide distribution. Okay, so now while we're in this distribution phase, we have a cash flow. There's a very, very good cash flow. Is it okay? I don't know how much time have I got? Oh, okay. All right, so, excuse me. So we have a cash flow system, and I'm going to actually just go to that right now a little bit because it is really, I'm going to just type it in here, cash flow. Let's see here. Excuse me. Okay, we need to I don't know. I don't think that's the excuse me. That isn't the post I wanted. Our broadcasters to be follow the cash flow system, any language video, that's not it either. It's also a video. It's not, that is not the video, not the post I wanted. I'm not sure what. Well, this isn't really exactly the post I wanted either. I don't know what the title of it is right now. I'm going to be checking that better for next time, so I know the title exactly. Because this isn't the post either that I'm looking for. So I'll have to get that ready for next time. But nonetheless, this is also a post that does somewhat depict what I am driving at, and then that is the cash flow system. And so what we have now is, in place is cash flow coaching, which is a measly $10 a week to get started in, and to get on cash flow coaching so that you can learn how to effectively start creating cash flow. All right. So these are all the tools are already in place. TBC has all the tools ready for us to do this. This here is is more of an article that shows us, it gives us some very good information about it. The exact steps aren't exactly here. Maybe that's what I was missing. The steps is, I think, is the article that I wanted to go to, because it's the Steps. That's it right there. No, it's not. It's not the article I wanted. It's the same article. Well, the article that I'm after is the steps that, you know, steps to a fast start in the. Huh?
Steps fast.
I think this is it. Yeah, this is the article that I was after. Okay, so on this article here, the steps to a fast start, that's the title. Steps to a fast start in the TBC community. Okay, and what these are the steps that are the basic steps that are laid out, that TBC has laid out that we can follow. Now, I realize that, of course, with these steps, now I think there's articles here that, oh, maybe they don't lead to the script, but these are the steps, and then you can also get a script right here. Let's go there as well, and we'll look for that article. 938 support. Share leader. I don't think that's here. I don't think that's on. Because are you sure? Caslets. Nope. Yes or no? Ways for this building. No. We are launching 2 additional keywords. These are okay. Oh, that's it. Updated script. Updated script. That's it. Well, while we're here, this year these are just new articles, or a new article that is just introducing to us that there are 2 additional ways now. This is for us to cash in on the redemption that is coming in November. And so leading up to that, this here will give new members, people who come on board, just new, will give them very quick, they can very easily and quickly build up more than 2 TBC coin. This is very, very simple and easy. By just joining, paying your $10 fee, buying $100 worth, and referring 2 people, and help those 2 people refer to. By helping, I don't mean that you do it for them. This is very easily, I think people, they very easily, as soon as they hear the word help, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm getting all the help, so you know what, I'll just wait because my upline is doing the work, so I'm getting help. So I guess, you know, the upline is going to look after it, so. This is I believe is important for us as leaders, well, I don't like to use the word leader. That's, never mind leaders. I'm just saying that when we bring people on board, that we make it clear to them that we're not here to take you by the hand and drag you through it, or that we're going to do everything for you while you sit there and watch. That's not the point. But you have plenty, you have ample of opportunity here that you can really cash in on. And surely you do know 2 people somewhere on this planet. You got to know 2 people, right? And who will hopefully each also know 2 people, so that you can, in your 48-hour period, you can you can help, get enough going that you can create a coin for yourself. And it's actually 1 1/10 of a coin, which is 1,100,000,000. At some point when the coin reaches about half of its price, that's what you would have. But in reality, you're more looking at, and especially if you paid $100 worth, if you bought $100 worth of coin, which you would want to do if you at least tune in a little bit as to what the value is, because buying $100 worth does two things. It gets you a heck of a lot of coin for just $100, and when people you have referred ask you, did you buy the $100 of coin, or are you're trying to get me to buy them, but you didn't, or how does this work, or what's up here? And you can say, oh, heck yeah, I bought them. Now, if you're asking me, if you're one of my referrers and you're asking me, John, did you buy? Yes, I bought $1,000 worth or more. So yeah, I bought. Just in case you're asking. All right. So have some of the people I referred have purchased pretty nice amounts. So and this is my point. Come on board. Get the free gift. Get moving. Get two people, and then make it clear that you're willing to help, not to do everything for them, but you know what? They're right there. You're right there to help them with anything that they need help with. And to help, you're to get there too. And that will get you enough cookies to get a coin. Actually, 1 1/10 of a coin. Plus, buying $100 worth gets you enough for another coin that gives you 2.1 coins. This is huge, folks. This is huge. How much is a coin worth? Well, it's around 8 million right now. Okay, somewhere's around there. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video. Let me stop the screen share here for now. And so, any questions here? Thank you very much, Susie, for joining me this morning. I appreciate it very much. Thank you, Marjorie, for moderating. And also, Jacob, thank you so much for tuning in. And I believe, well, it says there's 5 watching, so there must be more. Maybe Pete is there too, and so on. Apparently, there's likely one other person. Thank you very much, whoever you are. I appreciate very much that you're listening in, maybe on the sidelines. So I would really love to have a dialogue with somebody. Although I forgot to post it today, I forgot that. But dialogues they're very good, but it's good to prepare to talk about first before we get on a dialogue, so that
it's paused.